because you had this tweet that also relates to exactly how I felt about working out, which is before this past year, I worked out and lifted for aesthetics and to get bigger / look good. The last year I've worked out, lifted and ran with the goal of trying to become mentally tougher and more resilient. Yeah. So talk a little bit about that shift and why exactly you believe that's happened.
Yeah, I think it kind of happened last year on my 28th birthday. And I was like, okay, I feel pretty good about where I am, but what do I need to do to be in the best shape of my life next June when I turn 29? Like, that's what I was thinking. Like, what do I need to do? What are my weaknesses? And I immediately pointed to cardio. And it was also around the same time that I discovered who Nick Bare is. And I know you're familiar with Nick and his book, 25 Hours a Day. And basically, this wouldn't have hit me if I hadn't read Mindset by Carol Dweck. It would not have. I see this big ass dude who looks like a power lifter. I mean, if you don't know Nick Bare, look up Nick Bare Fitness on social media. You're like, dude, this guy's jacked. And
savage.
I'm not as big as Nick necessarily, but I'm 6'4", 195 to 205 pounds. I'm not a small guy by any means. And I always had this kind of idea that I'm not going to run because I'm a big guy. Like, I probably won't be good at it. But then I saw this guy who is just massive. And he's like, running 7-8 minute or 7 mile, 8 mile runs at a 7:30 pace, a 7-minute pace. I'm like, what the hell is this? And it kind of sparked something in me where I'm like, damn, this guy's doing this. Like, it ignited me to be like, dude, damn well, Jimmy, that cardio is a weakness for you. If there's a weakness in your fitness repertoire, whatever, it's running. So I went out, started running. Like the first mile, first 2-3 miles were absolutely awful, Danny. I started running in the Maryland humidity in July. And over time, dude, it just got better. Started running 3 miles, 4 miles, 5 miles, 6 miles, and then start increasing speed. And I kind of turned it into a little game where I'd be like, okay, I remember this. It was a Sunday where, it was kind of damp and rainy in the fall, and I had never run 7 miles before. It was a Sunday morning, and I used to drive on this road every day to high school, past this middle school. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna run to that middle school and back. It's exactly 7 miles. I've never done that before. And it was awful, but I made it happen. And after that, dude, I just kind of every 10 days or every 2 weeks, I started writing these workouts out, whether it was a run or a hybrid workout, where I'd be like, yeah, I don't really know if I can finish this when I'm writing this out. So I'm like, okay, the pressure is, there's no real pressure. I'm either going to finish it or I don't, but hey, I'm trying something entirely new every 10 days, every couple of weeks, where I'm doing a tough workout where, accelerated, 2 months later, I wrote out a workout where I'm doing 6 rounds of, 100 body weight squats and walking dumbbell lunges and a few other leg workouts, and then a 1.5 mile run. So it's like 9 mile run with all the leg workout like into it. It took me like 2 hours and 45 minutes to do it, but I finished it. And it's just kind of been this evolution. And now I've kind of, I think you've seen it too on my Instagram. I've turned my following into an accountability partner kind of with my workouts, where I'll get on there and be like, hey guys, I'm going to do this run or whatnot. They're kind of expecting me to post some stuff for workouts. And if I get on there and, say I'm going to do a workout and I don't do it, I'm basically like lying to however many people are watching that story. So it's great to keep a promise to yourself and like show that you can show up and do workouts that you didn't, think that you're maybe capable of finishing. But it hits a little bit different when in the back of your mind, when you're doing a 7 or 8 mile run and you already put it on your story 5 miles in, you're kind of thinking like, this sucks. I want to stop. And I already told all these people that I was going to do the 7-mile run. So it forces you to actually finish it, like show proof that you did it. So yeah, I've kind of turned it into this little game, and it's fun, man. You know, yeah, I love it. It's made a somewhat monotonous life now more fun.